Welcome to today's tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll be discussing about drop-down menu. Drop-down menu in our tutorial. So let me say H1 cap lock drop down menu. So now I'll be somehow very slow in this tutorial so that you'll be able to understand better. So now firstly we are going to create a div with a class name drop down. So drop down. So now we have it. So now inside our div, we are going to create a button. We're going to create a button. So now we're going to give it a class name of let me see, drop btn. So let's make it drop btn. Yep. So now we're going to give this to be drop down. Okay. So now we're not going to create another div again, with a class name of drop down content. So I'm going to say drop down content. So now in our new div, we are going to add all our links. We're going to add our links. So anchor tag, I'm going to name it let me say link 1. So let me duplicate. So by holding down the shift key and the alt key and the arrow key down. So let me say link 1. Let me just change this to link 2. Let me change this to link 3. And let me change this to link 4. Now we have this done. So now let's go to our CSS file so that we'll be able to modify our code. So now you see we have everything here showing. So let's go to our CSS file. So now let's say drop btn, that is our button. So now we'll be giving it the drop down btn, that is our button, that is the drop down. So I'll be saying this. So let's style it out. So let me say background color, let me make it red. So I will say color, the text color, that is our text color, let me make it white. So I will the padding, let's add a little padding. Let me say 16 pixels. Now yeah, to make it like more bigger, font size, I'm going to make it let me say 18 pixels. Let's see what we're going to have. Okay, I think this is okay. So yeah, I'll say our border, let me remove border to be none. So our border is none. So what else do I still need to add? So okay, our cursor, let me see. Okay, since it is a button, let's change our cursor to pointer, so that you can see it is now pointing to it. So now don't forget our drop down, that is our div. Now we are going to style our div. Remember we styled our button first, so now we're not going to style our div, so which we named to be drop down down. Need to be drop down. So position, let's make our position, the position to be relative. Now, so display, let's make my display to be inline block, both inline block. So now we want to style our second div, which is the drop down content. So our drop down content dot drop down content. So don't forget the name of your class whenever you are giving your class a name. So, and two, let the name of your class be relative to what you are doing, so that it will make it to be more easy for you. So now let me say display. So let's change our display to none. Position absolute. Our position, let us make it to be absolute. Now, as you can see, it has disappeared. The display, I've made it none, but don't worry, we are still going to get back on it. So background color, let me say green. So our mean width, not none. We are going to set it to let me see, 150 pixels. Our mean width. So then let's add a little box shadow. A box shadow. Let me see. 0 pixel for the first, then 8 pixels, 16 pixels, and 0 pixels. So let's add a little bit of RGB. So our RGB, the first, which is the red, we are going to make it to be 0. The second, which is green, we are also going to make it to be 0. Then the last, which is the blue, we're also going to make it to be 0. Oh, sorry, we have it to be our RGBA, so we need to add our alpha to it. So and our alpha will also be 0.2. So we are making use of the RGBA, not RGB. So now our Z index, will be 1. Let's make our Z index to be 1. So now we are now going to style our drop down content with the anchor tag. Our drop down content, previously we designed our drop down content. So now we are now going to our drop down content. Now we want to design our anchor tag. So now let's move this way. Drop down content anchor tag. So let's have it done. So now color, our color, let's make it black and see black. Let's see. And the padding, our padding, don't worry, everything will be visible now. It seems that what we are doing is not making sense, but I bet you what we are doing is making a whole lot of sense. Padding, so I'm going to say 12. 12 pixels, 16 pixels. So don't worry, everything will still show up. Let me see. Don't worry, we are still going to reveal it out. So text decoration. So now let's remove our text decoration from our anchor tag. We are going to place it to be none from our anchor tag. So the display will also be block as well. So now you see nothing is coming up, right? But don't worry, everything will be fine. Oh, sorry, this is drop. Oh, sorry. Drop. Yeah, drop down menu. So now we are going to let's add our over effect. To our drop down. Now let me see. Okay, nothing is revealing. Don't worry, we are going to have it done. Now let me see dot drop down. Oh, sorry. Dot drop down. So now we are going to add drop down content first. So that we won't get it mixed up. Drop down content A, then over. So now going to add our background color. Let me make it let me say Rebecca purple. Let me say Rebecca purple. So now our drop down over effect again. Let me see. You see nothing is coming up, but don't worry, it's going to show up soon. So let me say dot drop down over, then dot drop down btn. Hope you are getting it. Drop down btn. So our background now will be, let me change the background color. Let me just make it yellow. Don't worry, we are going to change our color for it to look more nicer. So what else do we need to add again? Drop down over dot content coming. Let me check if you made a mistake. Let me check. Okay, sorry, we need to add something here again. Dot drop down. Sorry, drop down dot drop down over dot drop down content. Let me see. So I'll be making the display. We'll change the display to be the display. Make our display to be block. Let's see now. Now you see, sorry, it to be block. Now you see we're having it. As you can see, it is not showing up. Yeah, we're having it not showing up. So now Now you see it is now showing up. We have our drop down here. We have our drop down here. So I think we need to change this color. Let's make it to something more darker. Let me see. Okay. This is just for tutorial purpose. Yeah, so you can still customize it to make it more beautiful than this. You understand? You can make it more beautiful than this. For example, let me change this background color to white. Let me change this to white so that you can see it to be more visible. Now you see, now it's looking more beautiful. So now this is how you can create a drop down menu in CSS. So thank you.